Hello, we're back again and it's Responding to Life. My name is NKATHA. Today we're going to talk about three things to consider when we're choosing people who are going to stay in our lives. And today I'm specifically on friends. Now, there's a saying that goes, if you pick clowns to be around you, don't be surprised when your life looks like a circus. And I sat down and I thought about this quote and I felt it's supposed to be funny, or rather it's supposed to be weird. It's a weird quote. It's not the average quote, but it makes sense. It's all, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. Times with that number, you see that people every new year, they're always like, oh, I'm cutting this person off, I'm cutting this other person off. And I learned that you don't need to cut anybody off if you have chosen the right people around you, because you have the power to do that. So today we're going to talk about people who you're supposed to have in your life so that we stop cutting people off every year. We need to be able to have people around us who we are proud of, who we're happy about, and who we can relate with. Number one, the spiritual mental guru. And first of all, before we even start, thing is, every person in your life is supposed to bring something into your life before anybody comes and says, oh, why is it that you need people? We don't keep people in our lives for the sake of keeping people in our lives. We have loved ones, yes. We have people who we appreciate, but they're just not in our lives just for the sake of being in our lives. Even your parents, even your siblings, they bring something to you. Hence, your friends should also bring something to the table, and you should be a person who also brings something to the table. So even when I'm speaking about these points, you also need to reevaluate what kind of friend you are. So we started with the spiritual mentor guru. This is the most important one, because without spiritual and mental stability, there is no follow up on the rest, and even things in your life, your family matters, everything. So, does your friend lead you to mental growth or spiritual growth? Some people just suck the energy out of you. You'd see that somebody does not bring peace. Every time they're around, they bring fracas. There's trouble everywhere they are, and some people just come to gossip and all that kind of thing. You see that friend who just does not bring anything to the table in terms of meditation, in terms of spiritual growth. I don't care what relationship, what religion you're in, or it doesn't matter, because that's not what spiritual and mental growth is about. It's about finding that peace of mind from wherever your source is, whether it's a religion, whether it's meditation, whether it's time alone, peace. Somebody who would come and be able to guide you through that. Somebody who, if I have a problem, if I talk to this person will give me that peace of mind. That's one of the type of people that you need to have around you. Not those type of people who you sit down, you even wonder, what kind of friends do I have? You're going through trouble, but you can't call anybody. You can't confide in anybody, because nobody has that kind of peace of mind to give. So, number two person that you need to keep around is the person who will be able to bring your academic or career goal to life. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be dependent on anybody to be able to succeed in those areas, but you need people who constantly remind you that you have something that you need to achieve. And that could be your career or your academics. Not people who come out to you, and when you have to go to work, they tell you, oh, let's go to the club. When you have to go to school, they're like, oh, let's skip and go for lunch. Let's do this, let's do that, let's do that. Somebody who's constantly draining you. Instead of putting you more in focus, they're putting you more out of focus. Those are not people that you need in your life. People who keep on reminding you that it won't hurt. It's just a day. It won't hurt. It's just a day. The one day becomes weeks. The weeks become months. And you realize all of a sudden you're behind schedule. You're keeping a clown around you who constantly is just pulling you from your destiny. Because when people come around you, they're either bringing you closer to your destiny or pulling you away from your destiny. People who constantly tell you education is not important. Listen, somebody who will keep on reminding you that, and telling you that you don't need jobs, that you don't need this and that and that. Put that person off. because it's not everything that's for everything. And you need people to be in those situations. You need people to be book smart. You need people to be in those jobs. A good friend will always push you to becoming better in whichever aspect you're in. And that brings me to the financial guru. Now, the third person you need to keep around you, the financial guru. The financial guru is not the person who you can on all the time go to for money. No, that's not what I mean. I mean the person who will see an opportunity for you, and because it suits your profile, they will tell you, listen, this is where you can thrive in, this is what you can do, this is where you can get your money. Somebody who can teach you how to fish, somebody who knows what will get you that moolah. Because let us not lie to each other, money is very important. 3 things that are important in your life: it's your spirituality and your mental health. Number 2, your academic or career. That's where you all start. Number 3, money. Money is king. And for somebody who constantly come to you, draining you out of your money, constantly borrowing and borrowing and borrowing and taking away from you, that's not somebody to keep. I was reading something the other day and on social media, and somebody posted that I have no friends, and don't call me a friend. What you are is a drinking buddy. Sadly, most of us have so many party people. We know people who will be there if we need to call them to go out and party, if we need to organize something, but we don't know people who we can go to first for the most important things in life. Hence, if you have one of these 3 people in your life, be very grateful. Or you have friends who have one of these 3 characteristics in your life, be very grateful. And if you don't, you better change now and for good, because you'll constantly be in a circle of having to cut people off because you don't see any value in them. You'll constantly be in a circle of your life looking like a circus, where you realize instead of moving forward, you're either stagnant or deteriorating. So with that said, I hope so many of us will reevaluate the people we keep around us, and before we even bring people in our lives, we'll be able to consider these things and be very critical of the people that we are bringing into our circle, our energy, our whole bubble. So with that said, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of our videos. Also, do not forget to visit us on www.respondingtolife.org so that you do not miss out on any of our blog posts. Also, don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts. And from us, with love, my name is NKATHA, and this is Responding to Life.